Alright. Welcome back to Motorsport Manager. And, well, we're coming off of our first victory of the season. And it came in Belgium at Fake Spa. And now we come to Fake Monza. So we'll look at the season results, the last Grand Prix. A victory. 25 points in the bag. And Verstappen owned it. I think Sergio, he did. Yeah, he crashed out of the race on lap 47. So we didn't get a lot of help from Sergio. So we lost huge points there. We were running like first and second, and we lost huge points, or first and third, or whatever it was. But we come here to a track that is crucial on speed, top speed, deceleration, and medium speed corners, and we're pretty good in these two categories, but we're not very good in top speed. So, well, we're not bad in top speed, but we don't have the best car in top speed. See, we actually have the third best. Acceleration is fourth best. Yeah, we have a lot of performance improvement that needs to be done, but I can't improve anything, so none of that really matters. Is there a setting screen? Preferences? Is it preferences? Yes. I'm going to turn this up just a little bit. How's that? We'll try that. Continue. I'll just have to turn this down in my headphones. But I noticed the audio is not quite loud enough for my taste in the streams when I watch them back. See, we got a suspension part. It's a new part coming in 5 days. And we need to fit some parts. Nope. Everything seems good. I don't think we need to fit anything. We do need to change out pit crew. So anybody fatigued? This guy is on tires. He's tired. Classic joke. Yeah, he's tired. We'll swap him. Well, this guy's made a mistake. What's his mistake chance? It's low, but he's made a mistake. Huh. Well, I'm gonna give him another chance. You get a chance on tires. Man, this guy's really tired. Look at this guy. However you say that last name. He's tired. And he has a high mistake chance, but he hasn't made one. No, he has made one. I take that back. He has made a mistake this season. Well, we're just gonna swap with this guy. He's made a mistake as well. What's his mistake chance? It's low. And he's made a mistake this season. So we got those guys swapped out on tires. I might swap if we have someone fresh. Scroll down. Oh god, why isn't it scrolling? Oh yeah, we have a lot of options. Okay, we'll put this guy in favor of this guy. And we're just gonna run with this one with 66 stamina on tires as well. Anyone else? Mechanics seem to be a little bit tired, but hopefully we don't have to fix the cars. I'm gonna bank on that. Front jack. Do we have anyone on the front jack that is... We do have a 76, but why would I do that when the stamina's... Yeah, I'm not gonna change that. Rear jack, anyone that's better or similar on the rear jack? Yeah. Yeah, this guy. Alright, we'll give our guy on the rear jack a chance to rest. What's the mistake chance? Okay, it's low. That's good. Everything seems good there. Have I just made our pit stops slower? I don't know. I don't really care. Just make sure the stops are clean. It's the main thing. We're just working on finishing races at this point. With some of the crashes we've had. Oh, that's where it is. How long to go? Staff Center, 20 weeks. Telemetry Center, 27. Simulator in 32 weeks. And the Grand Prix is in a week. So those guys should get some more rest. With us having time off between the different... Between the different races we have, I think we have we have 2 weeks off. So we're good there, 2 weeks off between races. It's not gonna rain, so we don't have to worry about the weather. Do we have mail? I'm sure we'll get mail as we advance the days. Yeah. And F2 is finishing a race. I'm sure I'll get information about that. Report, I know. It's going to be Milan will be 53 laps, 3.73, and the lap record is a 56.7. Cool. Looks to be dry, 10% chance of rain. A lot of pressure placed on the brakes. We have the best braking system in on the grid, so it should prove to be strong weekend. Tire compounds are super soft, soft, and medium, fairly good for tires, and our car is pretty good at that, so we should be able to make tires last. Same old, same old. Okay, Sergio is going to talk about the acceleration. It's lackluster. Compared to the top teams, I know, I was just looking at it. What do you want me to do about it? I can't improve the car. I would improve the car if I could, but I can't. For some reason, I can't make performance improvements. There's not a slot available. I can't do what I can't do. So, you're barking up the wrong tree here. Factory staff idle. Well, I mean, I would improve the car's performance, but how? Look, we don't have a slot here. Can I just click on it? I mean, it's not giving me an option to improve anything. Autofill. Yeah, I can't improve anything. I can't improve performance or reliability. I mean, am I doing something wrong? Is there something I've done wrong here? Staff? Go back to car. We're designing a new part. I don't know what to do here. I genuinely don't know what to do. Yeah, no, I don't want to swap anything. I just want to improve the performance of the parts. But it's not giving me an option. Like, there's literally nothing here for me to choose. What do you want me to do? I don't know how I can improve the part. It's not giving me an option. I would if I could. I just don't know what to do there. HQ? Is it based on the knowledge? I have no idea. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. If we can't upgrade something, we can't upgrade something. Continue. F2? Yep, F2. And the winner is Jamie Chadwick from Sergio Camara and Yuri Vips. Cool. Still got to wait 19 weeks on the staff center. There's just nothing I can... There's nothing I can really do to improve the car. I mean, if I go back in here, there's nothing. No, there's nothing. I can't fill these slots with parts to improve. I just don't have that available. Whatever, let's just get to Sunday. Let's just get to Sunday. Designing suspension part finished. Okay, so the suspension part is finished. And Jan Martinborough. He won a sim racing trophy. Okay, that's cool. You know, I like sim racing, but I don't really care. Nicky Team. He won the sim racing trophy. Okay, I care about that. That's pretty cool. Zollinger wins rally. So I'm getting notifications about rally drivers winning their rally tour. Pre-race preview bites. Okay. I don't care about manner, so Mercedes. Hamilton's feeling confident about his lead. Well, he's like, yeah, he's 71 points ahead. And what did Bottas do in the last race? Go to Ardennes, which is Belgium. Yeah, Bottas finished a couple of positions off. He's just not going to be able to do it. It's just like real life. Suspension build is finished. We can now fit it to one of the cars. Wait, you know whose car is that? You know whose car that's going to go on? See, if we build a part, see, we do performance and reliability improvement. And we can kind of do... It's the most balanced one. Yeah, that's good. 6 days after the race. Cool. And I can go ahead. Oh, it doesn't have high reliability at the moment. So I'm not going to change that, especially if suspension isn't... Oh, it is. But its reliability is poor. So I'm not risking that with Max. I was going to put it on Max's car, but they're going to improve it first before we worry about fitting it to a car. Travel to Milan. Choose a vote. Oh, we're voting again. Yay, politics. It occurs to me occasionally that you team principals may be interested in tabling a particular motion to the other members of the FIA during a season. I'd like to offer you the chance to add an additional vote to the season's number. Oh, it's not time to vote, it's just adding a vote. Now, naturally, I wouldn't be the FIA Supremo that I am if I just allowed you to choose a vote without some form of compensation, would I? The price is $1 million. What do you say? I mean, is there anything bad that's going to happen if I reject the offer to choose a vote? Few votes. Choose a rule? Short practice sessions, long practice sessions, faster race length. Change track, remove track. High merit payments. Points for the top 6, points for the top 8. That's like old school points right there. Double points for the final race. Ooh, a little bit. It's an old rule that they actually used to have. Remove the bonus point for the fastest lap. Michelin tires. Michelin tires. Pre-distributed compounds. Ooh. To dry weather. Oh, I like that. Two dry weather compounds. I like that. Real safety car only. Refueling. Race sprinklers. Hey, there's you a old rule from Ecclestone. The old Ecclestone idea. No promotion bonus payments. Last place, energy recovery systems with larger batteries. Oh, do we currently not have ERS? Did I turn that off? I think I turned it off. I don't know. Weight stripping. Rolling start. Points awarded to the race winner. Points to only the race winner? Is that what that is? Just for the race winner? That's a dumb one. The only one I like is if I'm gonna choose a vote, then I'm gonna go just 2 dry tire weather compounds. Oh, it would not benefit cars that are easy on tires. Well, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. I've decided I would rather change my vote. Would this help us? No. Points for the top 8. Alright, points for the top 8. That's what I'm choosing. Points for the top 8. Point system changes coming to Formula 1. FIA members will debate a change to F1's point system next week as a move that could have a huge impact on the teams and drivers' championships. If the rule change is approved, points would be given to the top 8 drivers, with the race winner awarded a maximum of 10 points. This is a somewhat old-fashioned approach, but it has seen support from Gasly, who claims that the rule change is a good thing. It would mean that the cream always rises to the top. And I can't read this. What? I'm not gonna. I can't. Please. Why would you end? Why would you? Why would you end? Why would you end the sentence with that? I'm not gonna read the rest of that sentence. You can read it for yourself, but I'm not gonna read the rest of that sentence. Oh my goodness. Motorsport manager, what have you done? What have you done? Alright, onwards and upwards to Milan. On that note. Oh. Oh. How many races? How many races remain? Oh man, view season calendar. Okay, we're like halfway there. We're halfway there. Alright, that's cool. Choose Infinity. Thank you, Infinity, for paying us out of $1.2 million bonus if we reach the objective in the race and qualifying. Well, this is pretty easy track on tires, right? Yeah. Alright, well then in that case, just bring like 8. Like 3? No. 3, 4, and then 5. And then 2. There you go. So 8. I'm gonna do the same for both drivers. And then 2. And then part fitting is fine. And get in there, son. Let's do this. It's time for the Italian Grand Prix in Milan at fake Monza. This is actually a track that very closely resembles the real-life track. Now it's a little bit different, but it very closely resembles Monza. Now they can't call it that for legal reasons. So it's fake Monza, not Monza. Alright, Max is coming into this race with a form of around 9, as you would expect after winning the last race in dominating fashion. I don't even remember if he dominated, but we got a gas here. Ooh, which way on downforce? Well, I'm gonna guess low. Why would you want high downforce? This is Monza. Why would you go for... This is not Monza. This is not Monza. Why would you want high downforce at not Monza? I have no idea where he wants any of this, so I'm just gonna have to guess. Go out and yeah, let's do soft tire runs on race trim. Same thing with Sergio, low downforce setup, kind of ish. Low downforce. Get the handling to be... Oh, the handling was fine. We'll put it right here, and then the speed balance right here. Of course, you want top speed at a track like this. Same thing for Sergio. You know, let's send Sergio out and do qualifying runs. We'll split it between the two drivers for FP1. Take practice. Well, it's just free practice. There's no FP1. Send out Max. Same setup. The setup we chose. Race trim. Do 8 laps. We can always bring him in. On the soft tire, and then send out Sergio to do a qualifying trim over 3 laps on the super soft tire, and he will get that data. and ×4 acceleration. You can actually see that Monza, or not Monza, does reflect real Monza in many ways. So Max is doing the longer runs, so I want to focus on Sergio because Max is doing long runs. I'm just here to look at their data and their feedback. Of course, they won't begin data collecting until now that they're starting their flying laps, so they're already giving me feedback on the setup, and it looks like they're not enjoying life so far in terms of setups. Neither driver. But just to get that knowledge, we don't have a lot of time here in this practice session, so we need to get as much. You need more downforce. Come on, this is not Monza. You don't need downforce. Downforce is for losers. Both drivers not liking the downforce so far, but this is why we're getting data. I'll let him turn another lap. Max is out. Max can turn another couple laps on this trim, in race trim, and then we'll bring Max in. So Sergio's going to turn this lap, and then we'll bring him. I think we'll bring him in right here. Let him come in, get more knowledge, and then we'll just bring him in right at the end of the lap. Bring him in. Just bring him in, get it over with. And yeah, we're not even close with Sergio, so we'll send him right back out. Yeah, very poor, I know. I can't believe you guys are not enjoying. This is like, Sergio's way off. So I'm guessing somewhere in here. Oh my goodness, we're not even close with Sergio. Stint. Yeah, let's send him back out, do 3 more laps on the same tire. More knowledge, the better. Max is still setting some times. We're going to bring him in after another lap or 2, so I'm going to just let Max go around and do his thing. ×12 acceleration. Yep, we're getting all that knowledge on race trim, so we'll let him do this lap, and then we'll bring him in after this one completes. So he's completed it. Bring Max in. That's all good. Yeah, Sergio's liking life a little bit more now. He says the setup is better. That's cool. That is cool. There's Max. Pause, pause, pause. We're wasting time. Oh, Max is not even close. We're a lot closer than Sergio, though, with 67%, but still. Wow. Handling could obviously go here. Speed balance could go either way. I'm going to guess he wants more top speed. And then I'm just going to send Max out to do a couple qualifying trim laps now on a super soft tire. Play. And send Max out. What's Sergio doing? He's doing qualifying trim, so this is it for Sergio. Once he does these laps in this qualifying trim and gets the knowledge, that's it for him. He's going to come back in, and then we'll send him out and do some race trim, just to let both of our drivers kind of get some knowledge and gather data as much as we can. Sergio's going around. Setup knowledge is getting higher and higher and higher. Now he'll have to come in again, and then we'll send him out for a race trim stint late in the session. Well, he's liking it a lot better, so he's coming in. It's an in lap for Sergio. Yep, Max is liking it a lot better. The question is, how close are they? Alright, Sergio should be coming in. He's in, and we're closer, but we're still not even nearly perfect enough. Now this time we're going to change it. It's 83%. Man. So handling. Well, let's look at downforce first. Where do we have the downforce? Okay, so it looks like he wants quite high downforce. High wing for Sergio. Handling wise, which direction did we go in? He definitely likes it a lot more oversteer, so maybe he wants more. Gearing, which direction did we go from? Top speed, so maybe he wants it here. I don't know where the sweet spot is. I'm going to try here and send him out for race trim over 8 laps. Oh, he's bringing back in, as I say. Put him out on soft tire and go. Press play. Max should be going out doing qualifying trim. He is. He's doing qualifying trim These are going to be your two tires, your soft and super soft tires, with this being a low deg circuit. So with low degradation, Max's form is not very high at the moment. So they're making setup changes to Perez's car. Max will do this lap or another one, and then he'll come in. So it looks like he's going to do another lap. We'll watch Max closely here. Well, we're getting knowledge on qualifying trim. So Max should be coming in now. Right after this lap, he's coming in. Well, the balance feels better, apparently. Wow, okay, so speed balance is excellent. Have I ever gotten excellent? I'm assuming that's as good as it's gonna get on speed balance, so we know exactly where we need to be. So downforce even more? Jeez, man, Max is just ridiculous with the downforce he wants. So what does he want handling wise?
It's only a game. Why are you
Handling wise, does he want more understeer? It looks like he wants more understeer. I have no idea what he wants. Also, thank you for following as well. Oh, wait. So the speed balance needs to be moved here. And we'll just try that. I don't know. Max is always so difficult to get. He's so difficult to get the setup in the exact right in the window. Let's just. I guess we'll send him back out on race trim. I don't know. Send him on race trim. They got to make setup changes, so it's going to take time for him to leave the pits. Sergio is out doing race trim right now, so we're going to get a lot of data on race trim. Might as well accelerate this faster. Sergio hasn't come in, so I'm hoping that the setup is very close to perfect. He's running 13th, but it's practice. It's free practice, just times 12 it. No reason to sit here. I think we're just gonna run out of time in this session to continue tweaking the setup. We'll have to alter it in qualifying, so we might lose a bit of pace in qualifying trying to tweak setups, but we've got race level 3 race trim. Yeah, I'm just gonna let these guys run around the track and gather more data, more knowledge, and give me more feedback. The handling is worse. Great. Max is so frustrating. No point in bringing him in. There's a minute left in the session. No point in bringing Max in to tweak the setup. We'll just have to do it in qualifying or something. Max is so hard to work with in this. He's never happy with the setup. Ever. Although it's funny because the last race I think I got both drivers in the setup window to be 99% optimum setup. And that's the first time I've ever gotten both drivers in the 99% optimal setup window. But you can see we're 0.8 off the fastest time, which is set by Leclerc. So Alonso, disappointed not to finish fastest, but the real action hasn't started yet. Awesome stuff out there. Leclerc is enjoying himself. Jeez, Jimmy. Have some chill, bud. It's getting angry just thinking about a team. That guy is mad. Mad on social media. Alright, so here we go. Q1, Q2, Q3. We gotta qualify 6th or above to get the sponsor objective. And that bonus money. We gotta get that moolah. Alright, so it's super soft and qualifying trim for both drivers. It shouldn't rain in this qualifying session, so we'll just take supers and qualifying trim. The knowledge we got, jeez. Okay, Perez is a lot closer, but Max, man, look at this. Very poor, good, and excellent. The only thing we've gotten right is speed balance, so we're way off the mark. Alright, he clearly doesn't like understeer. Gotta change the speed balance a little bit so it's right there, because it's right on the money with, well, there isn't really, you just gotta know that he likes it right here. Tire camber, it's just gonna change handling and speed balance. I'm gonna leave it at 0. But bring the downforce back a little bit. That's going to change the handling. Or the speed balance, I'm sorry. So bring it back, bring the gear ratios back a little bit. There's not much else I can say except to make maybe a dramatic change here. No, I'm going to go more toward the middle with handling. And then maybe bump that up just a little bit. There we go. We'll try that and see if Max likes it. We got to use the Super Soft, the fastest tire compound. And then with Sergio, we're 93% optimum balance. So we're very close, but we still got some tweaks to be made. This could be better, and this could definitely be better on speed balance. So let's put it here. Put the gear ratios there. The question is, which way do I go? He likes more downforce. So let's gamble on that and put more downforce on the car, slightly. And then handling-wise, he likes more understeer, so let's give him more understeer. Not that much more, just a little bit more. These need to be small tweaks because we're very close. We're very close. And then give him the super softs and go out and take qualifying. Continue, take session, yes. Take qualifying. Here we go, send him out, right away. Max first. Got the tire chosen. Send Sergio. Wait. Let's wait a minute. And about by the time Max is at the end of the pit lane, send Sergio out with setup changes. Fresh set of super softs. And go. So we'll watch Max here at ×4. Not too fast, but not too slow. I just kind of want to speed through this. Get to the race session. So can Max get his tires and brakes optimal? Looks like they're perfect. All right, yes. Perfect as he starts the lap. That's good. Tires and brakes are overheated on Perez, so great job there, buddy. Starting his lap on overheated brakes and tires. So Max now 3/10 off in the first sector, and he's being hunted down by a couple of cars as he's doing his qualifying laps. But he's even through the second sector, and then now drops 6/10 and is provisionally the fastest. But Hamilton quickly changes that as he's a second slower than Lewis Hamilton. And Perez is 7th. Might as well fast forward that so Max can come in, and we'll take a look at the setup, see how close we are. Oh! Man. Oh, man, when art imitates life. Wow. Mazepin has completely bent it. Look at that. He's halfway through the barrier. Oh, something about Haas and going through barriers. Iconic. Not iconic, considering what happened to Romain. Thank God he's okay, in all seriousness. But man, Mazepin bends it in qualifying. Can't get much more realistic than this. Wow. And that should bring out the red flag. So Mazepin has crashed. Max is in the pits. While we're doing this, let's take a look at that setup. We've somehow gone... No, we haven't gone backwards. I take that back. We've gotten it a lot closer. But 89%, there's so much more to be had with this setup. And I just... with Max! I just don't know what to do here. I just don't know what to do with Max. Handling-wise, let's go for oversteer. More. And then bring that speed balance more here. Downforce. Where did he like it? God, Max is asking for so much downforce here at a track that is low downforce. That is the unrealistic part. We'll make those setup changes. I guess we'll just go out quickly. This is so real. Yeah, it is very accurate. Very accurate. Well, not the Red Bull being P6 part. That's not accurate. And then we'll wait a little bit. Let's just accelerate just a little bit to make changes to Perez, because I'm going to send Max out too soon. Where's the track? Yeah, the track's going to get grippier, so I might be sending him out too soon, but I've made the setup changes, so I'm going to stick with it. It's Q1. It's fine. The main thing is getting the sponsor objective over here. So I'm just going to let Max go out when he goes out. Sergio, I want to get down to about 4 minutes. Go faster than that. A little bit faster. About 4 minutes and send him out. We'll make setup changes if we need to. We've somehow gone backwards. 86%, but... Oh, man. What what do I do with my drivers? They don't know what they want. So we went from good on speed balance to okay. So I guess he wants more top speed. I don't know what my drivers want. I'm not a mind reader. Here, put this here. That's going to massively change handling, which was already fine. Oh, what am I going to do? I need more top speed. Maybe more tire pressure. No, more tire pressure does the opposite. Okay. Oh, man, what am I going to do? Alright, we'll just make that change. Oh, I guess I could drop some of the... See, this is the problem. You want your high downforce setup, but you want top speed. That doesn't make sense. I might have to sack... Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh, you know what? Screw it. We're sending out Sergio on a new setup. I'm gonna do another... And if anything, Sergio does need to go again because he's P12. I mean, he's not super close to the elimination threshold, but Max is perfect again on temperatures. We'll watch this lap at ×4 acceleration. So he's green through the first 2 sectors, so the track has obviously gotten grippier here in Q1, and Max goes P3, 5/10 off Hamilton. That's much more like it, but still quite a gap to Hamilton with a form of 8.5. So Sergio starting his flying lap. This is the more important one. Let's get Sergio a little bit faster here. He's 4/10 off so far. And a form of 10! What? I don't understand the form in this game. Like, I have no idea how it works. What determines a driver's form. But he's loving life in the Red Bull. He goes 1 position faster. With a form of 10. And a setup change. I don't know if the setup got worse or better. It's hard to understand the drivers sometimes in this. So Sergio's going to come in. We're still waiting for 3 cars. Now 1 car to finish. And Hamilton takes pole in Q1, but it's Q1 pole. But we got the sponsor objective, so we got bonus money for finishing higher than 6th in the first qualifying session. We have got to continue to learn about the setups with our drivers. So there's your eliminated in Q1. Hulkenberg, Kvyat, DaCosta, Schumacher, Verne, Latifi, and of course Mazepin, who completely bent it in the qualifying session. So there's your eliminated. George Russell just does get through in the Williams. Did the other... No, yeah, Latifi did get eliminated, so the other Williams is out. Take Q2. Let's just get through this Q2 session here. See, fastest 10 will progress out of this session, which is actually how it is in real life. Well, Q1 the fastest 15 with all these teams? And does it... Oh, I just was going to say, I thought maybe it was going to rain from the way the end game looks, but it doesn't actually look like it's going to rain. So, Max, what am I going to do with Max? We're getting closer. We're at 91% optimal balance. We've just gotten better each time, but it's not enough of a progression. So, downforce went backwards. So I guess Max wants less. With the 89%, the downforce was about right here. So we're just going to take a little bit off for Max. Where was the handling? Okay. Let's just... Or not the handling, sorry, the speed balance. I'll get those two mixed up. So just bring this... How much closer? Yeah, just a little bit more back this way. And then handling, where did he have it? Okay, so handling has gotten better. But it's... More oversteer? I have no idea. We'll throw Max out there. Send him out, set a provisional lap time. They gotta make setup changes. So I guess we'll go ahead and make Sergio's. Okay, so handling is perfect. But, my god. I just keep going backwards. Alright, screw this. Let's just load in the one that he got 93% balance on. And then we just need to put the handling where it's perfect. So, handling, we know needs to be right here. So, oh yeah, that's right. The white one is the previous stint. So I guess I have a benchmark there from the thing. I don't need to keep coming over here necessarily. Let's see, handling. Should I change the handling first? Yeah, we'll change the handling. But where did we have speed? Have we ever had good speed balance? Yeah, it's been good. We haven't had excellent speed balance at all over any of the stints, so... Oh, I don't know where to put it. Where was speed balance? Here. Okay, so... Does he want, like, speed balance to be, like, here? Maybe somewhere right there. That might be close. We'll try that. And then with downforce, we'll try that. And we'll send Sergio out on a new set of super softs. Times 12 acceleration. We'll have plenty of time to set a banker time. And we should be able to come back and set a second lap time later on. So Max is going to go around on his out lap. Does he get perfect? My goodness, what's going on with Max? He's getting perfect every single time with the temperatures. So... Max, 2/10 off in the first sector. That's actually quite a lot in the first sector because he's going to lose time as he goes through the laps. He's 7/10 now, slower. And then how far off is he by the time he crosses the finish line? 9/10, almost a second. He's 4th at the moment. He's enjoying P4. Now he's P5. Let's hope Sunday Max and Sergio can get podiums in Monaco. I could see it. I certainly see Max getting a podium. Could see it. Now the thing that's interesting is Ferrari are looking quick in the practice. Now again, it's just been practice, but Ferrari have actually looked really quick. Sergio 12th. Man, Sergio has not been quick enough for us this season in this game. But in real life, Ferrari are looking really strong, and that pleases me personally, being a Ferrari fan. Oh, yes! Finally! Alright, so Max is perfect. So I'm just going to save this as Max 98%. I'll resume my thought in a moment. Italy. There we go. Confirm. Cancel, because I want to see what Sergio got. Sergio is still going backwards with the setups when I change him. While I'm on the screen, let me continue my thoughts on the real life. As a Ferrari fan, it's nice to see Ferrari being competitive again, but we won't find out until tomorrow whether that's legitimate or not. I have no idea. I mean, it's been surprising because Ferrari had such a bad car in slow speed corners only 2 seasons ago. So for them to actually be this quick and even in free practice is pretty impressive. But honestly, realistically, I actually expect it to be Hamilton and Verstappen basically fighting for pole position tomorrow. But we'll see. It's hard to tell who's doing what in terms of the fuel loads and everything. So, where have we gone backwards with Sergio in terms of the setup? I mean, we had excellent, and now it's not excellent anymore. Okay, does he want slightly more oversteer maybe? Bring the speed oh, that's gear ratio, I'm sorry. I'm changing the wrong thing. You want slightly more oversteer, maybe? He wants less top speed, so he wants more acceleration. And then downforce. We're going to take some wing slightly off the car. That's going to change the handling a lot. Man, this is so hard to get the setup. We got to go again with Sergio, so I'm going to let them make changes because Sergio's currently outside the top 10. Max is in the sponsor objective, but do I want to send Max again? We have a set of tires. I'm gonna let Sergio go out, and then Max can. What's a lap time around here? It's a 1:10. Okay, so Max can go out super late. The track is as grippy as it's gonna get, though. But we'll send Sergio out now, and I'll send Max out. I'll send Max out with about 1:28 remaining. So when this says 1:28, I'll send Max out. So I'm sending Sergio a bit early. So send Max in a moment. Perfect! Perfect temperatures for Sergio, and we'll give him a brand new... We have plenty of tires. Plenty of tires. I want that sponsor objective, so that's why I'm sending Max out. We have plenty of tires. Final minute of the session. Let's see what Sergio can do. He's going around right now. So he's green in the first sector. He's 5/10 off. And now he's a second off through the middle sector, even with a form of 10. He gets P10. So he's in the elimination threshold. Max did not have a great lap, so maybe we wasted a set of tires. And we did. We got through. Okay, so we just got through with Sergio. And Max gets the sponsor objective. I'm glad I went again because I think Max would have been knocked out of the top 6. Okay, so eliminated was Stroll, Russell, Giovinazzi, Ocon, Raikkonen, Tsunoda, and Norris. And the top 10 in Q3 will be Perez, Sainz, Gasly, Ricciardo, Vettel, Verstappen, Bottas, Leclerc, Alonso, and Hamilton. Something is up with this mod, and Alonso is just really, really fast in this mod. So I don't have any control over that, so it's a little unrealistic that Alonso is as quick as he is. He'll probably shoot out for pole in this. So I don't know. It's not my fault. It's down to the mod maker. It's down to the mod maker. All right, we'll take Q3. We have plenty of super soft tires available to us. We can set our initial lap time on a worn set. If it's not going to rain, it shouldn't rain. Do I send him on a new... How many new sets of tires do we have that are super soft? We have 3. Let's send him on a worn set first so we can set a banker lap time. So I'm going to send Max out first. And then Sergio, it's the same thing. Yeah, he's only got 3 fresh ones, so we'll send him on a new set. What's the freshest set he has? 89%. Oh, it tells you up here. 90%. Yeah, this is the freshest set. We'll send him on this worn set. So we're going to send him on a worn set for this. This is just a banker lap, to clarify. This is not the actual lap for the top. Both get perfect temperatures. I'm not controlling it. So Max goes P5. We're going to send him right back out on a fresh set of super softs. So Sergio's come in. I'm going to slow this down. Man, I don't know if we can get top 4 here. It's going to be difficult. Alonso is really what is the cork in the bottle here is Alonso. But I can't do anything about how fast Alonso is on this mod. So 4 minutes remaining. It's a short lap time. Track grip is as high as it's going to get. I could definitely see Leclerc being in the top 3. It would be awesome if he could win his home race. It would be awesome to see a new winner at Monaco. Even if it's Verstappen or whoever. The thing is, it's notoriously difficult to pass, so qualifying is everything at Monaco. We'll send out Sergio first. So just give it a minute. I'm gonna send him out. I'll send him out now. Send him now. Give him a new tire. This is as good as it's gonna get for Sergio in terms of the setup. So I'm just gonna save this. Perez. He'll probably crash out of this race anyway. Perez. What did we have? 90. Was it 94%? I'm gonna say 94. I can't remember what it was. 94% Italy. I'll find out in a second if I'm right. It was, yeah, 94, right? Yeah, 94% optimum balance. Give him a new set. Send out Sergio. And then Max in just a second. And send Max now. Give me a new tire. And send. Alright. Let's watch Max on this outlap. Max is the one that I'm more interested in because I don't think Perez will get any higher than P10. So Max is the guy to look at. Does he get perfect? Perfect and good for Perez. Gasly has crashed. And, oh, That car is up in smoke. Wow. And Gasly has bent it in P8. We got to take advantage of that. If we can go faster there with Sergio, we could easily go faster. All right, well, Verstappen's going to start, but there's 5 seconds. Will he get across the line to start his lap? No! I sent him out too late! No! No! No way, I sent Verstappen out too late. He just missed getting across the line. I thought I was clear. Oh my goodness, that's my mistake. Well, Perez is the only one that can do anything for Red Bull Racing. He's a 2nd and a 10th off the pole time, coming through the 2nd sector, out of the 2nd sector through the last sector to finish the lap. What's the final time? He goes P9. He gains a position. Gasly crashing was critical, so we'll start P6 and P9. We got the sponsor objective, but Verstappen could have easily gone faster. If I just didn't screw that up, I sent him out just a little bit too late. But it's fine. We started P7 in the last race, and we won the race. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. But we won the last race. We won the last race starting P7 with Max. So, advance. Hamilton was fastest, followed by Leclerc and Alonso. Well, Hamilton I can believe. Hope you guys lose. In fact, I've got money on it. Why is he hoping Haas loses? They're one of the worst cars on the whole grid anyway. Why are you so angry at Haas? That lap was for all of the best fans. That is a very Lewis Hamilton type response. All right, well, there you go. This is social media, social media messages. So here we go. It's race day from Milan, not Monza, fake Monza. All right, so this is going to be an interesting race because tire wear is low at this track. So we could run mostly super soft tires, and we have level 3 knowledge on both the super soft and the soft tire. So really, we have flexibility. We have no choice but to start on super soft tires with both drivers. So I'm thinking we're going to mainly use super softs as my thought process. Let's use mainly super softs. Probably going to be a 2-stop race, I guess. I'm going to have to look at how many laps we can do on tires, but I'm going to go for super soft knowledge and race trim. That's what I'm thinking. So super soft and race trim for both drivers. And then Sergio can manage tires better than Verstappen if he doesn't have lockups. That is. So, yep, car setup is as good as it's going to get for both of these drivers, I think. And look at this. Their fastest lap was... Sergio's fastest lap was 5/10 slower than Max's with a less optimal car balance. So that's interesting. Push and push. High and high on the fuel. Oh, and one more thing. Do we want to underfuel somebody? I typically underfuel one driver, and I sometimes switch it up. With Max, let's underfuel Sergio. Well, who's got the worst tires, first of all? 89%. Okay, so they both have the same level of tire wear. I'm just going to give Sergio less fuel. So we'll take a lap out for Sergio. It's easy to save that back. So we'll take a lap out of Sergio, and we'll go on a full tank for Max. That means Max can just push off the start. So that's what we're going to do in terms of strategy. We'll take a look at the qualifying grid positions in a second. Go race. And so on pole position, unsurprisingly, Lewis Hamilton, the king of pole positions. Then Charles Leclerc starts in second on the first row. That's going to please the home crowd. Then Alonso alongside Ricciardo. So the former McLaren driver alongside the current McLaren driver. On the second row, Bottas and Verstappen fill out the third row. Vettel and Sainz on the fourth row. The former Ferrari driver versus the current Ferrari driver. Then it's Perez and Gasly, Lando Norris and Tsunoda, Raikkonen and Stroll, Giovinazzi and Ocon, Russell and Schumacher, Verne and Latifi, Da Costa and Kvyat, Hulkenberg, and the man who crashed out in the qualifying, Nikita Mazepin. So here we go. It's going to be 5 red lights here. Verstappen starts in 6. I'm just going to play out the first lap. Just let them push on fuel and everything. So Max is going. He's lost positions to Perez. Look at Perez. Perez is gone. He's up in 3rd, 2nd. What in the world? Where did that come from? And Alonso leads the race. What happened to Hamilton? Wait. Pause. Where is Hamilton? Where is Hamilton's in the 18th? Did he crash? What? Why is Hamilton all... I didn't even see at the start. It was such a jumble of cars. Hamilton's in 18th. He started pole. Alonso leads the race from Perez and Leclerc. This is a crazy start. All right, let's focus back on Sergio, get the race resumed. I'll just play out the first lap or 2, and then we'll start accelerating the time. But Perez is in 2nd, actually legitimately fighting for 1st position in this race. I just hit the mic on accident. Russell collides with Gasly. That's happening behind us. I'm not interested. As long as my drivers aren't involved in it, I'm not interested. So Verstappen is in 4th, trying to hunt down Leclerc and the Ferrari. We're just going to let these guys push for the first couple of laps here on high fuel push and high driving style push, and then I'm going to back things off after the first lap or 2. But if Perez could get past, that would be great. Max is very close. He's in touch. So I'm going to start backing, especially Sergio. We need to back off on fuel at some point. Tires... We'll start conserving the tires because they do need to go a decent length. After lap 3, I'm going to click on this pit button and look at how many laps we can do. So Stroll collides with Russell. Russell is playing bumper cars today, apparently. Look at this. Sergio has hunting down Alonso. Come on, Sergio. He's at 81% tire wear. We started with 89%. So after the 3rd lap completes, I want to look at how many laps we can do on a used set of super softs that we qualified on and see what our strategy is going to be. Because we don't have any data on the hardest tire compound, which is the medium tire. There are cars running the medium tire. Yellow flags. Kvyat spun behind. That's what the yellows are for, I guess. Max is still in touch in 4th. And we're just going to push on fuel and on tires. But we'll have to save fuel at some point with Sergio. So it's critical that he stays right behind Alonso. But it looks like Alonso is starting to pull the gap. So now it's the end of lap 3. So I'm going to just click this button. And I want to see how far can this tire go estimated. It can go 19 to 21 laps. Which would take us to lap 20... Roughly lap 24, 25, something like that. And how many laps is this race? It's a 53 lap race, so that would get us almost halfway there. That would get us technically halfway there. And this is a used set, so a new set would take us 26 to 28. We could, see, the question is, do you go for the faster performing tire? And I chose super soft knowledge. Now, we could either choose the faster tire and burn it out and come back in. We have 2 fresh sets available. I might do split strategy here. I'm going to do a split strategy. I think. It depends. I got to pick a driver. Before we start accelerating, I got to pick a driver. And one driver is going to just push hard on the super soft tire. And we're going to pit early. And we're just going to go for like a 2-stop, I think. And we'll just push like crazy on the super soft. And then the other driver will just go to softs. It's a gamble, but it looks like Max is starting to get some pace. So I think with Sergio, it's better suited to do a 1-stop with Sergio super soft to soft. So I'm going to push with Max. That's my decision. So times 4. Let's just start accelerating through this race. Let's see if Max can get some pace here now that we've allowed him to push a bit. He's still pushing on fuel. So is Sergio. So I got to start backing off of Sergio, just so we can save fuel. So Sergio's going to get caught up and passed by Verstappen. But Verstappen's on a different strategy. We're running a different strategy here. And you can see Max is going for it. He's going for it. Oh, but the Ferrari actually gets around They're racing between each other. Max is enjoying it. Max is up to third, so that's good. We've got Max up to third, so he's the guy to focus on. Sergio, just conserve your tires and your fuel, buddy. I do need you to go faster. You got to hunt down the lead. We could win this thing if you would just hustle. Look at the tires overheated. There's nothing much I can do, Max. You're just going to have to push on this tire and not crash. You got to live with it. So Max is pushing like crazy. I'm just going to back off the tires just a moment. Just so maybe he doesn't overheat them as much or push too much on them. But I want to take some life out of this super soft tire and just pull away. Perez is dropping to 5th. He's been caught up by Hamilton. It didn't take Lewis very long to catch up from 18th. And Sergio's complaining about tire degradation. But he's not even pushing on that tire, really. Max is. He's got fuel and tires to burn, so he can burn rubber and fuel at this point. So I'm going to try to take Max to roughly lap 18. So let's just fast acceleration here. Yeah, I know you're struggling a little bit with tire wear, Max, but you just got to hang in there until about lap 18 if we can make it. So Max is starting to burn quite a bit of fuel. Yeah, there you go. He's past Leclerc, so yeah, I'm just going to push on this tire. I think this is going to be a 2-stop for Verstappen. He's hunting down the lead, so that's what Max is doing. Once this tire gets down to 20%, I think we'll come in. We've got to lap 14 now. And Max, just back off the tire just a little bit. Ooh, 20%. Yeah, these tires are going to hit the cliff. Yeah, I'm bringing him in. New set. And don't fix anything. Part conditions look fine. Balanced pit stop for Max. Press play. I want to see the pit stop. I want to see if there's a mistake here. This is a gamble with Verstappen. I'm going for a big push here with Verstappen. He's in. No mistake. Good pit stop. Alright, that's the first of 2. Verstappen, you can start pushing a little bit. Just use medium fuel for now. So Perez is in a little bit of trouble on tires as well. He's going to hit tire deg soon, and he's not been pushing as much. But he's going to stop soon. I want him to go another lap or 2, but let's stop Perez after another lap or 2. He'll go another lap or 2, and we'll put him on a set of soft tires. Now, we don't have any data. Well, we didn't choose the data that we gathered for soft tires to have the soft tire perk. But I'm going to put softs on Perez. He'll come in this lap. Why not just take the rest of the life out of that tire? And a brand new set of softs. Parts seem fine to me. No, there's too much risk there on a fast pit stop. Just too balanced. Yeah, Max is not very happy with somebody who's not moving out of the way. Oh god, are these tires going to hit the cliff they're going to hit the cliff by the time he comes in. They've pretty much hit the cliff. Sergio's in. Any mistakes on this stop? No mistakes? 2.8? Alright, so we're in. And yep, that's fine. Sergio can just push on that tire. And back to Max. So this is our main guy right now in this race is Verstappen. He's still out. He's actually out behind Sainz. I take that back. He's not behind Leclerc. But they haven't made stops yet. Max has gone early. And we're just going to push on this tire with Verstappen. It's just a game plan. We'll make another stop toward the end of the race for fresh tires and try to save some fuel back so we can burn it. Both drivers are equal about on fuel now. So there's not much to say, I guess, except just accelerate times 12. Hold on, does someone behind have a condition? Oh, that's a lapped car. I take that back. So I'm going to let Perez get some temperature into his tires, and then I'm going to back off the pushing that he's doing on that tire. Yeah, go to neutral driving style, and then at some point we can burn fuel with these guys. So we're 32 laps remaining. We're going to be closing in soon on halfway through the race. Hamilton takes the lead. He'll probably easily win this thing, but if Verstappen can hang in there. Look at Verstappen. After the pit stop phases, has come out ahead, but he's got to make one more stop. He can't go to the end on this. Verstappen takes the lead as Hamilton drops to second. Oh, Hamilton made his stop, so Verstappen leads. This is a great time to start pushing. Oh, wow, this tire is wearing really quickly, isn't it? We're on lap 27 out of 53. And 38% tire wear for Verstappen. Verstappen spun somewhere. He lost 3 seconds. And is being hunted down by Alonso, so that's great. We'll have to come in soon. Okay, let's put Verstappen on a set of soft tires. I think that's the only solution. Burn out this tire and then set of softs. Alright. Yeah, I know. I'm calling him in now. I'm calling him in. Second stop of the race for Verstappen. No part condition. Just a balanced stop. I don't want any mistakes here. Verstappen's going to be coming in. Perez, try to conserve that tire to the end. Ooh, this is a gamble that I don't think is going to work out. But Verstappen can push on this tire. And that's exactly what we're going to do. High on this fuel for just a little bit. Alright, Verstappen comes out in 6th, but he can push on the tire. He's behind Perez. I think the 2-stop is a gamble that's not going to work out for us. With everyone else making a 1-stop, but we'll see. Max did not have the pace on the super soft that I was expecting. And I don't think we can make it to the end on that super soft. Pushing. Oh, it's a strategic mistake, but there's still 21 laps remaining. Anything can happen in the last 21 laps. But I don't think that tire was going to make it to the end if we put another set of super softs. We did have a fresh set, but push for both drivers on fuel. Sergio's just in conservation mode up front in 5th. What's the gap? Verstappen 14 seconds to all the other drivers. I'm just going to have to hope that maybe they run into some tire degradation or something, even though this track is supposed to be low tire wear. Let's just accelerate times 4 and drop off the fuel. Max has got to save fuel. We just got to start saving it. With Perez, we can afford to burn a bit of fuel, but Max is going to be catching very quickly. I don't care about your tire wear, Sergio. Your perceived tire wear does not matter to me. Can he get past him cleanly? I'm going to have to back off with Sergio soon on fuel, so just times 12 it. Let's see what happens. He's trying to get past Sergio on track. Does Sergio take team orders? Well, it doesn't matter. Verstappen is past Perez. So we're going to possibly give up some big points, but we could catch Bottas, who's in 4th. We've got fresher tires. That's the thing. We'll have fresher tires by the end of the race. So Max is up in the 4th. Can we get a podium? We're quite a ways off a podium at this point. But maybe. Hamilton's been given a 5-second penalty for causing a collision. Wow, Hamilton has a 5-second penalty. Verstappen, if he could get within 5 seconds by the end of the race, he's catching. Verstappen's catching. Perez has spun. Oh boy, Sergio has spun somewhere. 11 laps remaining. Can he maintain some... Oh boy, he's going to have to conserve those tires to get to the end. I don't know if Sergio can make it to the end without conserving the tires. He's green on fuel, so he can afford to burn a bit of fuel here. You have to be careful not to burn too much fuel. Verstappen's up in the 3rd now. Verstappen is catching. He's 6 seconds or so adrift of Leclerc. He's not quite up on Hamilton yet. But if he can get within 5 seconds, Hamilton's going to lose positions. And Perez just back off the fuel. Save back the fuel. Verstappen sets some personal best. Worn tires for Sergio at 20% life. Oh boy, that's going to be tough to defend on that. But I'm going to have to ask him. I'm going to have to ask him to defend. Can Verstappen get within 5 seconds? Has he got fuel? Not really. Leclerc takes the lead. Verstappen. Oh, Hamilton has stopped. Verstappen is 3 seconds adrift of Leclerc. Can he catch? Leclerc sets a purple lap, though. Max is in 2nd. Perez is dropping down the order. Oh, a collision. Ricciardo has collided with Perez. Perez is at 11% tires. Is it a result of the collision? Or was it just where we tried to stay out? I'm going to just have to hope he can nurse it home, back up the pace. Oh, that sucks for Sergio, but Max is in 2nd right now, hunting down Leclerc. Come on, Max. Full push. We can micromanage this fuel just a little bit. micromanage it. Come on, it looks like Leclerc might win. It's going to be a crazy battle to the end. So forget Sergio for right now. His tires have gone off the cliff. But Max has set a personal best. He's got tire life in him. And he's got fuel. Attack. Might as well go for the attack. Here it is. Max after Leclerc on the last lap of the Italian Grand Prix. Hunting down a Ferrari. Can Max do this? He's been given permission to push. He goes for a move. He's down the inside of Leclerc. Goes around the outside of Leclerc. And that's the move done. Attack. Max takes the lead on the last lap. And he's gonna pretty much win this. If he can hold it together. Across the line. Verstappen wins! Holy crap! What a finish with Sergio Perez in 7th position right now. On super worn tires, holding off P8 behind. Well, not really. He's attacking P6. Can he get past? No, not on the line. He's going to take P7. It's decent points, though. But Verstappen is your driver of the day who takes the victory away from Charles Leclerc, the home tifosi. They're going to be super angry after this one. That was an incredible finish. He gets it at the last lap of the race, with a bit of tire life to spare and just barely enough fuel to spare. Wow, what a freaking race. That was the craziest finish I think you could have ever expected. Wow. I almost bent it with Perez. I almost threw the race away. I didn't think he would have that much tire wear by the end of the race. I wasn't even pushing with Perez for most of this race. I wasn't even managing Perez for most of the race. It was mainly Verstappen. But in the end, the two-stop strategy actually pays off. It almost didn't pay off. The penalty to Hamilton really helped as well. And Hamilton had to stop as well. He made a second stop at the end of the race. I'll pull up Hamilton if I can find him. There he is. You can see he makes a stop right here on lap 50 for a new set. I guess he went for the fastest lap. I didn't see who got it. But I am over the moon with the result. We just stole it away from Leclerc. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. I'm glad you caught this one because this was a classic. This was a classic race. Man, full of excitement and uncertain strategy. I gambled on the strategy call. We started on Hughes Super Softs that did 15 laps. Then he came into the pits, and Max did a second stop on Super Softs that he went 16 laps on. And I realized those tires were not quite going to make it to the end without micromanaging the tires. So we stopped for soft tires on lap 32. They did 22 laps to the end. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Sorry, the chat box is blocking the arrows. But then on lap 53, the final lap of the race, we just get Leclerc, who was on a one stop. When did Leclerc stop? On lap 22, he did 32 laps on soft tires, and Perez did 30. Perez did 36. That's 4 more laps than most of the rest of the field that he was racing with did. Some guys did 36 laps on softs as well. Ricardo here, Gasly, the only driver that did that. Bottas with damage finished ahead, but you expect a Mercedes to do that, to finish ahead. But Ricardo's the only other one really in that field of competition that finished ahead of Perez on the same strategy. So a great finish to the race. Here's our tire selection for every driver. Here's our drivers and what we chose for the weekend. Live timings. Is there any position tracker? So let's see how this race went for Verstappen, looking at the positions over the laps. So Verstappen started... Oh, this is not the beginning of the race. I take that back. This is not the beginning. He started on the grid. Started 6th position. And then jumped up by the end of lap 1, was in 4th. Held station at 4th. Held station at 4th. Yeah, Perez had a huge jump up to 2nd position on the first lap, but he quickly dropped back down the order after a few laps. Max gets up to 4th, then slowly up to 3rd, then into 2nd, not into the lead. Then he makes his first stop. Drops down the order, quickly comes back up the order. and ends up in the lead, led the race until he had to stop again, and then came out in 4th position after a few stops, ended up back up in 3rd, and then 2nd position when Hamilton made his stop and then overtook Leclerc. So good stuff. Event results, fastest lap, of course, does go to Lewis Hamilton, who made the stop at the end of the race, and he had a 5-second penalty for a collision in this race that really cost him. So did Ricciardo. Ricciardo was penalized, I believe, for the collision with Perez. He collided with Sergio late in the race, so he was given a penalty for that. So here's the qualifying results once more and how the grid shook up for this race. Hamilton on pole, and he finished in 4th with the fastest lap. So it's not even a terrible weekend for Hamilton, but to drop from pole to 4th would suck. Did anybody break any rules here? Nope, no rules were broken. We have a low risk of breaking a rule, but we didn't break anything. No one broke it, and almost both drivers actually almost finished inside the sponsor objective, but we just need one driver to finish inside the sponsor objective, and Verstappen was able to accomplish that. His 2nd win on the trot, and look at that nice 1st place trophy. That is such a beautiful sight. The 2nd week in a row we've grabbed it. Our form has been sensational the last couple of races. I don't know where this form was at the beginning of the season, but I did change the car components for my drivers, and ever since I've changed the components, they've just been performing. And Sergio actually had a decent race, even finishing in 7th, but I would have liked to have gotten more points. Alonso on the podium. Oh, that's right. Yeah, well, yeah, duh. Alonso on the podium. We did see that Hamilton finished 4th. I was about to say that's a shocker, but it is a bit of a shocker. In the Alpine, Alonso on the podium. Alonso's really quick in this mod. It's not me, or it's not the game. And there's nothing I can do. It's just the way the mod is. Alonso is super quick, so he'll get some podiums here and there, but he has had some reliability issues, I think, and some crashes as well, so it kind of evens out a little bit, sort of. But yeah, that's a bit of a shock there, but Hamilton's penalty cost him big time. He did get points back, but he's killing it in the driver's standings. I mean, 76 points ahead of Bottas, who finished behind Hamilton in this race, so he still lost points to Hamilton in this race anyway. So even Hamilton can afford some rough races like this one. So Verstappen gains 3rd in the driver's standings with that performance, so 2 great performances in a row has got us up the order with 93 points, and now we're just 82 behind Hamilton, and what is that? Like 6 points behind Bottas? So yeah, 6 points behind Bottas. That's simple math. I don't know why I didn't look at the 90. I don't know why I didn't look at the points column. I was looking at the gap column, and I don't know why I didn't just look at the points and see 99, 93, and subtract it and see that it's 6 points. But math is hard. Yeah, Verstappen finishes ahead of Ricciardo in the driver standings after Milan. So about halfway through the season, we've managed to make up some ground with Verstappen, and he's actually sitting where he's supposed to be in the driver standings, or just about. So 3rd in the driver standings, and he could overtake Bottas. Perez having a bit of a disappointing year. He's P11, should be higher. So he's had some races where he's crashed. The last race he crashed out. So he's had some up and down performances. This was another performance where it was kind of an up, but he's just been on a roller coaster type year. So not a great year for Perez. There's the rest of the grid. Is Mazepin, well, Mazepin is the worst placed driver. He doesn't have any points though, but he's currently the worst positioned driver that is in an actual Formula 1 car, considering Manor and Takeda, or however you pronounce that, is not actually an F1 team. It's just in the mod to make the mod work. So there's your constructor standings after Milan. What is this, round 8? So after 8 rounds out of, I think it's 17, Mercedes still lead by a huge margin over Ferrari, but we're 2 points behind Scuderia Ferrari after a huge win at their home race. We stole that one away from them. You know the Ferrari fans will be going angry after this race, seeing Leclerc get overtaken on the last lap. But we're just 2 points behind Ferrari, but we're only 3 points ahead of McLaren. We should be much higher up the order in the constructor standings, but we have dropped quite a few points this season. We got to make up ground in the next. It's 16 rounds. It actually shows it at the bottom, not 17. It's 16. So 8 of 16. We're halfway through the season, and this is how things stand. We need to start making up ground for what we didn't get in the first half of the season and start getting points in the bag. We need to put massive points in the bag, and Verstappen winning races, it's going to help. If Perez can just pick up a few decent positions, I'm not asking for much. A P6, a P5 here and there would be nice points for the team. If Verstappen can finish on the podium consistently, wins would be perfect, because that's even more points right there. So if we can just get consistent points down the stretch, we're going to finish in second in the constructors. We're not catching Merc. No one's catching Mercedes. But to get second, that's the objective. If we don't get second, I'm pretty much fired. So we need to get second. So what do the fans on social media have to say? Oh my gosh, Max Verstappen won. My psychic told me this would happen. I should have placed a bet. You should have... I don't want to mispronounce the name, but I'm assuming it's Genk or Genk. I have no idea. Verstappen wins today, followed by Leclerc. What are those team colors? This isn't a circus. Alfa Romeo, show a little taste. What are you talking about, Brian? You have one of the best looking cars on the whole grid. So there was an action-packed race here in Milan, full of incident and overtaking. Verstappen eventually found his way to the top step of the podium, but the race will live long in the memory of all who were able to witness today. The Red Bull Racing driver eventually comes out on top, with Leclerc finishing second and Alonso rounding off the podium. Winning Red Bull Racing boss Vince Max collected the team's trophy. Mwah! And looked delighted as he downed champagne. Yep, getting drunk off that champagne a second week in a row. Verstappen wins the Milan Thriller. It was a big thriller in Italy. I can't say thriller down under. I was going to say thriller down under, but it's not in Australia. So we'll take a look at... Wow, their morale did go up. Verstappen's got to be living on top of the world. He's had 2 really brilliant races in a row. So he should have huge morale boosts. Traits, top 10 result. I'm assuming it's the victory. Yep. And, of course, Dietrich loves it, because we made big money. And we put money away towards next year's car as well. All that stuff, whatever. So balance is starting to come back up. Verstappen wins from Leclerc to Alonso. We already saw. There you go. Just for history's sake, showing standings one more time. And saving. Well, it just auto saves every time I come back. So. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so up next is Russia. So I'm not going to change the pit crew. Wait, hold on. Is Russia a week after Italy? How much time do we have off between races? July 22nd to August 5th. Is that a week? Oh no, it's 2 weeks. It tells you right there in the screen. See, this game tells you stuff. You just need to look at the screen. Like, don't be a moron like me and just look at the screen. It'll tell you. So 2 weeks until the next race. So we do get time off, so I think our pit crew are going to have time to recover. So I won't worry about this until we come back for the next stream. I'm going to try to stream. I'm going to try to do a stream again over the weekend, so we don't have too much time between episodes this time. I promise. We might even get to this tomorrow. We might do this tomorrow as well. But we get 2 weeks off, so plenty of time to relax and rest. So Leclerc tops. Oh, that's practice. That's practice. That must be pole. Yep, that's Hamilton and pole. Car condition. So both cars dropped an equal of 22% on average. So it doesn't even take them but half a day to fix the car. Nice. Interview with Sky. Yeah, I'll accept it. I'm in a good mood today. You finished down the pecking order in practice, only managing to finish in 8th. Did you struggle to find the right setup? It wasn't really a problem. I mean, we didn't find the perfect setup, but we did gain a lot of knowledge about the track. It's the most complete answer. Oh, it was Ralph Schumacher asking me the questions as well. Pit crew review. I've written a quick report of the performance of the pit crew last weekend. We performed 3 stops. Our fastest was 2.7, a tenth slower than our record of the season, but we did set that record in, was it the last race? I think it was the last race we set the record. So it was mistake-free. That's the main part. We won the race. We had 3 mistake-free pit stops that were decently quick. I can't complain. I don't have anything to complain about. So, nothing bad. Verstappen wins Milan Thriller. I think we saw this in the screen before we exited the race screen. So we already saw that. So I can't improve anything or look at that. Oh, by the way, yes, look at this. The chairman's happiness is starting to get better. He's starting to get less disappointed after the start to the season. So a lot less disappointed. Job is currently safe. So he's liking it, but we are below target. So the target is 2nd or above, and that's in the Constructors' Championship, by the way. So we gotta finish 2nd or better, and we're not gonna finish 1st, so it's pretty much dead set on finishing 2nd. I promise 2nd. We gotta get that 2nd position. So the last half of the season is gonna be crucial for us getting as many points as possible. Yeah, 10 days. Well, it's 10 days now until the Black Sea race, or it says Black Sea, but it's basically Russia. So if I do this, it will accelerate a day because the car repair will complete, and then I can look at the car. So mail time, car repair finished. Thank you. And click on car, and can I improve anything? Aside from that suspension component that we chose to improve in the last race. That's about it. Okay, so this will complete this will complete a few days before the race. Okay, cool. It's the only thing I can improve. I don't know if the only way that you can improve performance and reliability is if you design new parts. So, is that true? Can someone enlighten me? Do I need to design a new component? So, what are we worst at? Top speed and acceleration. I would hedge a bet on improving maybe acceleration. Let's improve this. Let's improve acceleration, and let's improve performance. Reliability plus 30%. How many slots do I have? Is it 2 more reliability and then fuel efficiency? Yeah, there we go. That's all golden. That's good. There will be no risk of a rule break. 27 days to build as of now. And so we'll have a slight performance improvement. Okay, build part. Yep, it'll cost us a little bit, but gotta spend money to make money, man. Improve parts. Nothing I can't improve, but we are building a new gearbox. It'll take time to build. Does it say? Yeah, right here. 32 days. And then performance improvements in 4 days. And reliability in 7. Still 18 weeks to upgrade that. Cool. So we'll come back with the next stream and we'll review where we left off here tonight. I gotta take a breather because I am actually worn out. Doing commentary for this is kind of tiring. And it's 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m. already. I gotta get up and watch qualifying tomorrow. So we'll just cut it here and we'll come back. There's a review of the season's results. If you want to pause and you want to take a look at that, feel free. Oh, whoops. Just knocked my phone down. If you want to pause, feel free to pause and just take a look at the results from each race this season. If there isn't a number in that results column, I guess that means they didn't finish inside the... I don't know. If you want to see the results for our drivers and what they've done in each race, here you go. So, we'll just go through every race to the halfway point in the season. We'll just do this. So, a 6th and a 7th in the season opener, a 4th and a 7th, a 6th and an 8th, a 3rd and an 8th, that was our first podium in Canada, and a 8th place in Germany. Remember, Verstappen did not have a very good race. He basically played bumper cars the entire race, and he didn't get any points. So that was a big race for his sake. Then we went to Great Britain, and both of our cars retired. One crashed, and Verstappen retired on like one of the last laps with a suspension failure. So that was a massive kick to the nuts. Ardennes, Verstappen wins in Belgium while Perez crashes out. And Milan, Verstappen wins a thriller while Perez finishes 7th. That's probably got to be like our best result of the whole season as a team. So great stuff there. And Russia comes up. So here's what we got. We got Russia, Singapore, Japan, USA, Brazil, Australia, Abu Dhabi, and Doha. Doha, which is... What is Doha supposed to be? I mean, is that supposed to be more like Abu Dhabi, even though this is United Arab Emirates or whatever? What is it? UAE? United UAE. I know it's UAE. I don't know what it stands for. United Arab something. UAE. That's the UAE flag, but I don't know if it's supposed to represent a specific Grand Prix. But anyways, the Dubai GP and the Doha GP to round off the calendar. Only 19% chance of rain in Brazil? I would expect more. But, wow. Singapore is forecast to rain. That's going to be a crazy race, man. It's going to be a crazy race. Dry race expected for Sochi. So, we'll pick up, like I said, in the next stream. I'm tuckered out. I'm tired. So, we're going to call it here. And we'll pick up with the next race probably tomorrow. Tomorrow night or something. We'll find a time slot and we'll try to get it in. Before I do cut this, where's the save button? Save just to double check and make sure that we save this before I exit the screen and cut the stream. And it's saved. There we go. And we will just exit out of Motorsport Manager. And I'm out. Return to the real world. Or whatever it says. Oh, it just takes me back here. Okay. Well, hide my desktop. And thanks for coming.